Welcome back to another episode of the Suite Shots podcast. Lucas Johnson alongside Mark Johnson and Chuck Johnson. We took a little road trip. We went south, almost to the border. We're down at, near Hankinson at Dakota Magic Casino, and I guess golf course is right nearby, so very topical. But today we're sitting with Tina Williams, I believe, right?
Yes.
And marketing director here, who was gracious enough to get us set up at their new Dakota Magic Sports Book. Which is fantastic, Tina. Thanks so much for having here. Welcome on the show.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this is gonna be a great time. We've got listeners may or may not know it's major week, so we've got the PGA Championship coming up this week. So we figured what better spot to do it here at the sports book, and again, very Vegas style sports book. Tina, tell us a little bit about the area we're in today, kind of what you guys offer, what it's like down here.
So this is our new sports book. It's been open for about a year now. Right now, it's kind of our downtime. Of course, the NFL, March Madness, it's pretty packed in here during those times. Right now, so we're closed on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, but the room is still open. We just don't have a live representative to help you, make your bets. But we do have 24-hour kiosks, so you can still place your bets through those.
And I know we were coming back from South Dakota. Mark and I were for a golf tournament, and we just said, well, let's stop in. Let's take it. That had been my first time, and yeah, walking in here, it's something else. I mean, you guys it's great setup with the couches, and you've got just great kind of that Vegas feeling, kind of like what we were saying, and it is a great time in here. I think
that's what I was going to say, LJ. This is my first time in here, and we go to Vegas quite a bit. This has got a great Vegas feel to it. And these couches and the chairs you got here, leather, they look super comfortable.
Yep.
As a guest, do you have to reserve those, or how does that work?
During March Madness, you do have to reserve them.
Okay.
But during the NFL season, it's just first come, first serve.
Okay, so. Very cool.
And PGA Championship season, too, if you need to get out here and watch, right?
And it's all open.
There you go.
I know we tried to come down Super Bowl. It was a tough ticket to get in here.
Yep.
Pretty busy.
That's another time where we'll have to reserve. It just depends on what event is going on. So
yeah,
sure.
Now the kiosks are super easy to use. So even if it's not staffed and going, you can swing in. I know Chuck, you were looking at the baseball Major League today. And
it's going to do a parlay bet right here. I got my sheets, so I want to do one before we leave. Yeah,
and those kiosks are super. I mean, they're user friendly and. It takes your money pretty quick, pretty easy to put your money in there, Tina. Funny how you got that working.
Yeah,
it's great, and there's future bets going on all the time. So, like right now, we've got the PGA obviously this week, but then looking ahead, I think you can place a bet on a Ryder Cup. You can do the U.S. Open. You can do, for golf guys. I mean, that's you can do futures bet. It's really, really cool.
And one of the things that is different with us, since we're in North Dakota, we also have 2 properties in South Dakota that offers sportsbook. But in North Dakota, we can bet on college, like NDSU.
Oh.
Whereas in South Dakota, they can't bet on SDSU or anything, but they can come up here and bet on it. So South Dakota is a little bit different in the college betting.
Okay.
Where ours is pretty open.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yep.
Okay, so as a Bison fan, if one wanted to bet on them, they could come here and do so.
But if you're an SDSU fan that lives in South Dakota, you'll have to come up here.
Got to come up here.
Yep.
Sure.
Oh, good to know.
Sure. That's very good to know.
I did not know that.
So UND hockey? Could we bet on UND hockey?
Yes.
Ah.
Yep.
All right.
That's good to
keep
know.
that in mind, guys.
Yeah, it's kind of new world, and it's an easy drive to get here. I mean, we got here from Suite Shots in well under an hour. It was like 50 minutes.
Yep.
You can have a lot of fun down here in a quick hurry. I mean, it does not take very long to get here.
Yep.
So,
well, and another thing that caught my eye, Tina, is this bar that's sitting here. Is you got the video poker on the other side. As a video poker guy in Vegas, that's my style right there.
Yep,
that's where I like to
right
sit.
There.
Right next to that bartender, and you always got a drink in hand. I love that. So this is really nice. I like what the remodel. It looks great.
Yep, and our new restaurant hopefully will be done the end of June, beginning of July. So it's kind of a food court. It'll have all different kinds of foods in there. So we're planning a grand opening late July for that.
Okay.
excellent.
And for the listeners now, you guys also have a hotel attached as well. Can you speak a little bit about that hotel and the rooms, and you got conference space in there as well.
Yes. Right now, though, we're renovating our convention center.
Okay.
So we can't do meetings until like late fall, beginning of, winter. But we do have meeting space there. We have a big convention center where we hold our concerts. So, of course, that's all closed for now, but we do have an outdoor concert planned for the end of August. We also have, our rooms are probably 125 rooms available.
Okay.
But they fill up pretty fast on the weekends.
Sure.
So, and then we have like stay and play packages to go along with our hotel, plus a golf stay and play package.
And that golf, I know we've had a chance to play the golf course several times, Mark, in Pro-Ams. Dakota wins. You maybe want a 18-hole, right?
Yes.
Is it
a reversible
reversible?
Yeah.
So
So you can make
27 holes. Yep.
I've played the reversible 9. It's all good. It's great out there.
So
it looked like a tournament today, high school tournament out there.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
We have a lot of our high school, like in the area, they come here a lot to play.
Yeah.
So the reversible, Mark, talk me through that again. How'd that work? Because I haven't played the reversible side.
Well, it's designed by Joel Goldstrand. I don't mean to stomp on your
No,
explanation.
You're the golf expert.
You're the golfer. You've played more golf than I have.
Tina, I'll put you on the spot. Can you explain a little bit about?
I don't. I mean, I just know it's a reversible 9.
Yeah. So the way Joel, matter of fact, when they built this and Joel was designing it, he had a group of us. It was kind of a workshop seminar. We came and we had an opportunity. He explained how he did it. And so there's a set of tees that you can play from, that you play the fairway backwards, and those greens are designed to receive shots from both directions.
Wow.
It's pretty interesting.
That's
crazy.
Crazy.
Really to have that imagination and ability to do that. So it is a very unique golf course. I don't know how often they rotate or switch the 9s, but the traditional 18 holes out here are really good. So I'm looking forward. We're going to host a Pro-Am, probably breaking news now, but Suite Shots, Dakota Magic, and Dakota Wins, along with the Chapter PGA, we're going to put together a Pro-Am. We used to have one in September. We're going to renew that event. Should be a fun championship for folks to look forward to in September.
Real question is, what 9 are you playing? Are you playing the reversible 9, or are you going to play the
TBD?
Full 18? Well, TBD.
Is that a TBD, Mark?
TBD.
Kind of giving a look.
TBD.
Okay.
I think I have to go back to see which one I play the best.
Time out. When we played, it was a 2-day.
Practice round on Sunday. Official event on Monday.
Is that what we did in the past?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's correct.
Okay, all right.
What were the results of said
Mark,
tournament?
We took second.
We were contenders.
We took second. Remember, John, not to throw the guy under the bus, but he missed a putt from me to you to tie for the win.
What?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Was this a scramble, or was this?
No.
Best 2 out of 5.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Tina, and we got a story for you how Chuck almost destroyed the front doors at the casino.
Oh, my God.
Gonna put me on the spot now?
Yeah, tell the story.
Oh, boy,
the same guy
Tina.
that missed the putt.
Okay, so a dear friend of ours, we'll just call him John for now. He at a young age, like 18, he broke his neck.
Spinal cord injury.
Terrible accident type deal. Remarkably, though, despite what doctors told him, he learned to walk again, and he ended up playing golf. And he was a really good golfer, and we played a lot of golf with him. He was going to come up here, and he was going to teach me how to play craps. So he drives, which he could drive, which is great. So we drive up here. This is years ago.
But it's a modified vehicle.
Okay.
Correct. Modified vehicle. We spend an evening playing craps, and your staff were wonderful, helping us, guiding us, teaching us. Had a blast. It's time to go. It's 11 o'clock at night or whatever it was. And he tosses me the keys. He goes, pull the vehicle around. I'm like, what? He goes, go get the vehicle. Okay. So I run out there, start up his nice Ford SUV, and start pulling up into I think it might have been the old, not the new entrance, but start pulling up, and there's a beautiful limo parked right there waiting for these groups to come out. I mean, brand new limo. And I start pulling up behind the limo, and I go to hit the brake. Well, his vehicle is a modified brake pedal, so left foot accelerator on the brake pad.
My God.
So it's partial brake, partial accelerator.
Oh, no.
Key information that he probably should have told me.
Yes.
So I go hit the brake, and it brakes, but then it accelerates. So I'm like jumping ahead towards this limo, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to hit the limo. Well, there was people to the left. My only bailout was to the right, up your curb, towards your front entrance. So I bail to the right. John's standing there with his cane in hand. He's looking at me like, what in the are you doing? Fortunately, I miss people. I don't know how. I miss him.
Terrible.
I almost really ran him over. And I get it stopped right next to him, and I'm now between the limo and your front entrance.
Oh my gosh.
And his face is just like, let's get the heck out of here. So he gets in, and I'm like, John, you didn't tell me. He goes, oh, my bad, my bad. So about a month later, he calls me, and we both worked for Sanford at that time. He calls me, he goes, yep, you'll never believe what just happened. I'm like, what? He goes, had my vehicle in for some service work at Corwin, and I'm in the lobby waiting for my little buzzer to go off, and it does. So I walk up to the front desk, and the lady goes, okay, which vehicle's yours? Just then, here's a vehicle come from through the front entrance, and all the glass goes everywhere. He goes, that one. That one. The courtesy driver guy didn't know about the left foot accelerator, put it through.
That has to be the worst feeling in the world when you go to put the brake on and it takes
stop.
off.
Yes.
Oh. And then how do you stop the vehicle?
I didn't know what I was doing. I tried. I might have actually slammed it in a park. Now that I think about it, is how I got it stopped. So the poor Corwin guy put it right through their front entrance.
Oh,
Anyway,
can't imagine.
thank God I didn't do that here.
Yes, thank you.
Yep, that would have been embarrassing.
Let's see. So golf course, we got sports book,
Yep.
hotel. We talked about. Oh, you mentioned the concert series. So because of the renovation, you're not doing concerts currently. But can you talk a little bit about the summer event that you're planning?
Right now we have Tesla and Lita Ford
Ooh.
on Friday night, August 25th, and then we'll have another one on Saturday. But I have not announced that yet. But it's going to be a country act.
And those are going to be outdoor.
Yes, outdoor in our parking lot.
Fun.
You said the date was when?
August 25th.
Okay.
For sure.
He's already buying his tickets right there.
I've seen Tesla. I've not seen Lita Ford, but I saw Tesla. I was quite impressed. So definitely going to come.
Country act on Saturday to be announced.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Excellent.
Anxiously awaiting that announcement for sure.
And then we're excited. We've entered a partnership between Suite Shots and Dakota Magic that we're real excited about, and that's I think there's a lot of things in common. We're in the entertainment industry together, and a lot of our folks that are golfers or people that just want to have fun are going to now have that connection. Dakota Magic. Can you speak to a little bit of what we're doing there? And it's new, so
Yes.
we're just entering this agreement, but it's going to be kind of a fun relationship.
Yes. The main thing is like we want to bring a lot of people. A lot of people don't know we have a golf course here,
Right.
And we have an amazing golf course here. So since you guys kind of cater to the golf people too, we want people to know that they can come down here to golf, also.
Excellent.
Yep. I think we're looking at doing some giveaways at Suite Shots,
Yep.
right?
Exactly.
Yep.
Yep.
18 rounds, free 18
Beautiful.
rounds.
If
what
they,
else? Merchandise.
we're going to kind of simulate a slot machine. So we're going to have a Dakota Magic golf ball in our dispenser.
Yep.
And if you're one of those fortunate people that the ball comes out, you can redeem that for a free round of golf.
That's beautiful.
Here at Dakota Magic.
That's
Oh,
cool.
That's awesome. That's a great idea. And I know we've done something similar to that with our golden ball on Mondays. I think we did that. And then this is just another way to kind of spice that up. So get out to Suite Shots and try your hand at our own slot machines there. Try and get that lucky ball for a chance to play a wonderful golf course here just 45 minutes south. And who knows, you might stumble into a nice little bed of your own down here at the casino. So definitely have a fun time here. This is just a great spot. Can't say enough good things about the sports book. This is pretty awesome.
Got a good vibe.
You can get yourself basically your Vegas fix 45 minutes away from Fargo.
Yep.
So,
Bring your buddies.
Yeah.
Hang out here. Play some bets and then watch them on the TVs. That sounds like a great day.
Yep. It's gonna be a great day for a lot of people. Hopefully keep getting some good weather for the golf course and even
I think we had
better time here.
Had another guy that just wanted to hop into the podcast.
I saw that. Yeah, he was ready.
He was ready to jump in.
He was waiting for a golf picks.
I think so. He had a pencil and everything. He wanted to know when Mark's going to make his picks.
Well, that's often the case.
Anyway,
I suppose you probably can't gamble here.
I cannot gamble here.
Okay.
No.
So
No.
probably won't put you in a position where we make you do golf picks.
No.
And that could be interpreted
No.
as
right.
yeah. Okay.
All right.
Well,
do you play golf yourself too?
I do play golf.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome.
played yesterday.
I did.
Did you?
In Wapton, yeah.
At the Boydie Sioux?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And how's your game? I mean, are you out there?
I can hold my own. I'll say that.
Oh, I like. Okay.
Yes.
So you're having
Yes.
fun. That's the main
Yes.
thing, right? Absolutely.
Don't
That'd
take
be-
it too serious.
Yep.
You know,
Absolutely.
just-
Yes, for sure. That's a great way to look at it.
Yes.
I know people get it. That's kind of our specialty at Sweet Shots. People getting into it.
Yep.
That's right.
You know, it's really easy to be hard on yourself with a game like golf and get very frustrated. So it's a great mood to have. Not take yourself too seriously. I think that's a great thing for people to take from there. That's all I got. I don't know if you guys had anything else.
No, I
No,
think you
that's
teed up.
him, yeah.
We put you on the
You're
spot and said, "Hop in here."
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
You're completely. You should be co-host more often.
Yes. Piece of
Well,
cake.
next time I'll come to Fargo. Maybe I'll be more comfortable if I'm up there,
There we go.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
not watching my, employees and stuff walking around.
I like this view. This is pretty cool,
This
guys.
is good. Yeah.
Sit here and watch people here, possibly winning.
If you're
Yes.
if you're a
Uh-huh.
people watcher fan, that helps too. Absolutely.
So
But
cool.
yeah, Tina, thank you
Yeah,
so
thank
much
you,
for
Tina.
hopping
Thank
on
you,
here.
guys.
Thanks for letting us in here, kind of do our own thing and put up with what we're trying to do here. So, and really excited for the partnership. It's going to be a great opportunity. Like we said, get out to Sweet Shots, try and get that free round of golf in. Come on down to Dakota Magic, Dakota Nation Sports Book. Just a great experience. Grab, like you said, Chuck, grab some buddies, grab some friends, get down here and have yourself a weekend. It'll be a great time. So thanks again, Tina. That's going to
Thank
do it
you.
for our first half here. We're going to wrap up and we're going to get back on some major golf talk on the other side of the break. So stick around.
This segment brought to you by the Sweet Shots 2-Bay Fast Pass. For all those folks out there knowing that you have a bigger group coming, one bay is not enough, you need two. Now you have an opportunity. Go online, go to our website, and find the Fast Pass 2-Bay option where you can basically jump the line on a busy Saturday night, Friday night. You and your friends can have 2 bays together by simply going to our website and clicking on Fast Pass and choosing 2-Bay Fast Pass. Also, soon to come, you're going to have a 2-Bay VIP experience. More information on that will be on our website. Again, go on out, bring a bunch of friends out, go online, choose Fast Pass 2-Bay VIP or 2-Bay Fast Pass option, and have a great time at Sweet Shots. Let's have fun today.
Let's have fun today.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, that's going to be great. I know it's a great option for people to have. Bring out a big group. Sounds like a winner there. if I
Somebody
picked
won.
that. Yeah.
Somebody won.
Well, let's get into it. We'll brush over last week. So last week,
Yeah.
finally, I've been saying it all year.
Here we go.
Jason Day is back. It is confirmed.
Yep.
He pulls off the win. I think he won by a couple. And all said and done, 23 under, I believe, is what the final score was, final tally.
Didn't he shoot like 62?
62 the final day to win over Scotty Scheffler, which says a lot. I think Scotty is, especially being a Dallas guy. I think Jason Day, I mean, he looked comfortable again. Mm-hmm. He was very happy with the way that he played. And I keep saying it. Jason Day's been back all year. He's been grinding. It looks really, really good.
Yep, good call on that. You've been on him the whole year.
I will eat my words a little bit because I did remove him from my team.
Boy.
So he wasn't on my squad, but I have always had faith in Jason Day, and it paid off. So,
all right.
Just briefly on our winning or our teams from last show. 417
I was
mark.
417.
417.50.
Congratulations.
0.5.
Beat me by 0.5.
That's crazy.
And then I had 437. So because Nick's not here to defend himself, I will take the goat of the week. Thank you very much.
So
That's
Nick
out in
Johnson,
front
our
there.
guest from last week,
Yep.
actually had the best team. All 6 guys.
Theoretically, I don't know what his score was.
Well, that's true. That's
Because
true.
he did have all 6 guys make the cut. Now,
And the
if all-
winner.
Yeah, and the winner. So I would guess that he
Good
did.
for him.
But of the 3 of us sitting here, I had the highest
yep,
score. So
you
I'm
get
gonna
congratulations.
take that one.
You get the goat.
But yeah, jumping into there we go. Jumping into this week, it's major week, and it really, honestly, it really doesn't feel like it. I know they when they started redoing the schedule, they moved the PGA Championship to earlier. Now it's in May. I'm forgetting when it used to be. Mark, I don't know.
August.
August.
Yep.
Late.
PGA was August.
PGA was August. So they basically flipped it. So now it's kind of a streamlined major finish or a go around here, and the PGA this year we're in Rochester, New York, at Oak Hill Country Club, and recently just went under renovation in 2018, and basically it hosted tournaments, and back in 2013 was a PGA Championship here
Something like
last,
that.
Sounds
Yep.
right.
I think.
Yep, that's right.
But it's going to be not a completely different golf course, but
Pretty
a
close.
very different golf
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
They redid a lot of holes, removed a lot of the trees. They tried to get it back to the original layout that was originally planned. And I don't know if you guys have seen pictures and videos from this place, but terrifying, I think, is an apt description of this hole or of this golf course. It's like 7,400 yards they're playing it at a par 70. So that means, I mean, they've got a 615-yard par 5. They've got a couple 400 over 460 par 4s, par 3s over 230.
No thanks.
But
This is a big boy course.
I do think the PGA has been known to set their golf courses up a little different than the USGA. So USGA typically even par. They want their champion to be around even, so they'll have the rough up. Those greens will be on life support for a U.S. Open. PGA Championship, they'll have modest rough. It's certainly going to keep you honest, but they'll keep enough moisture in the greens that it's going to receive a shot. I don't think their goal is to have a champion end up at even par. So I still, even though, and I agree this golf course is a bear, I still think you're probably going to get guys 8, 10 under par that are going to win this thing.
Sure.
So that leads me to a question I kind of thought on the way here, but when you talk about major championship golf, my question is what to you guys, I guess, it makes it a major championship? Is it the quality of the golfers that show up, or is it the level of difficulty the course plays where it separates the men from the boys, or is it maybe a combination of both? I don't know what your guys' thoughts are. Like what to you is a distinguisher between major golf and like just a normal event?
Well, I was going to say field,
Yeah.
but then you have
Yeah.
the Masters, which might be the weakest field
Of the majors.
of the majors. Could be
Yeah.
the weakest tour event field if you really stop and look how limited of a field that is.
Sure.
The U.S. Open's known for it's just survival of the fittest. So wherever they move that, whatever course, that's I think they've done a nice job creating their brand of a major. The Open Championship, oldest golf championship in the world. So that's going to be a major, probably no matter who's showing up or what golf course they're on. So I think U.S. Open in the Open Championship have established themselves as just a tradition.
Yeah, more tradition than anything, I suppose. I see that.
The,
Yeah.
the PGA used to be a match play event.
Did it really?
Oh, I did
It
not
was
know
a
that.
match play event back in the 50s when it was in St. Paul at
Oh,
Keller or Minneapolis Golf Club.
Yep.
I think has
Yep.
hosted a PGA. I think back in the day it was a match play event. So I think for this event, PGA, it's the strongest field in golf. It's
Yeah.
a huge field.
It is.
And they tout themselves as the strongest, and they need to do that.
Right.
In that, because it probably is looked on as of the four majors, would be perceived as the weakest major, but certainly not because of the field.
but then you look at like the recent years, I think has provided probably the most watchable golf tournaments over the PGA. I mean, Justin Thomas coming back from, I forget how long. I mean, he shot 74.
He was six back, I think.
And came back and won last year. The year before that, was that Phil, the PGA?
Over at Whistling, or where was that? Kiwa.
Kiwa Island?
I mean, to have Phil win at 50.
Phil, and that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
It's
It's like
amazing.
the watchability, if that's a word,
Yep.
for this major, I think it's definitely delivered. So I guess for those calling it or that think of it as the weakest major, I don't think that's true.
I like that they moved it to May, because now we have an April, May, June, July
Right.
major. That's
The flow is a little better. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it too.
what do you think, Chuck? His original question.
Yeah, I was
Makes it-
thinking about it. I think it's just the quality of the field. You got the best of the best, and now in this new world where we've got live separated out, it's again opportunity to bring those players back in where these guys haven't played against each other, other than Augusta and Masters. Yeah, growing up, I always considered PGA that kind of the weakest, like less meaning than the others, but it's still a major.
It was in
So fun.
August, and we were kind of fatigued by then.
Probably.
Right? third week
probably
of
it.
August.
Yeah.
You start thinking about other things. You start thinking about football and
Right.
things like that. So,
Bumped into football.
Gearing
Yeah.
up for Ryder Cup if it was Ryder Cup year.
yeah. I like that they moved it.
I do too.
I think it fits nicely, like you said. You got through May, June, July, April, May, June, July. Sorry, but yeah, I think it's the big thing to me is that you got to be able to. I don't think any of the majors could consider themselves the majors if they remove the quote unquote best players in the world. And I know there's
Correct.
that stance between the PGA Tour and the LIV, but when you look at the quality of guys or the quality of golf that these guys are playing, I mean, it's definitely like they can still play golf.
Well, I think we learned something at Augusta, right? If people are going, these live guys they haven't played 4 rounds, they haven't played as much, and then you got what 6 of the top 10 were live dudes.
They were all up there.
Although
7
Koepka
of 10.
faded hard
He
that
did.
last day.
Yeah, maybe he was something about it. It's tired.
It's a 4-day.
4-day deal.
That was the joke. I
Right,
mean,
yeah.
He's just not used to
It was
playing.
predictable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and by no means is this like a pro live deal, but it's more just like a quality of golf. You got to be able to say that you're going to have the best players in the world, and then PGA Championship's nice because now you have actual PGA professionals, club professionals that play in this event,
There's an element of that.
and so
Yeah.
you get kind of the top club professionals that play in there, and that's really cool as well. But I think it just, as long as you can keep telling them that we're going to have the best players in the world are going to play at these events, that lends itself to major golf.
I agree.
Speaking of LIV, did you guys hear what happened to their last event? They were airing on the CW.
No.
So it was a dream scenario for LIV. It came down to Dustin Johnson and Cam Smith in the final 3 or 4 holes going into a playoff. And the live coverage abruptly ended, and they started showing reruns of the Goldmans or something like that.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, until they
just-
really, figure out get that in front of people, it's not going to take off because your hardcore golfers aren't enough. Maybe you could
They're not gonna-
you could switch and find it live stream somewhere. I don't know how that works, but I think until they get that front and center in front of your passive golfer, they will struggle.
Until it's not as important as Goldman reruns or
Charmed.
Charmed, whatever's showing on the CW, the Flash going in. Anyway, a little one off there. But getting into Oak Hill course, we kind of touched on it. It's going to be a beast. 7,400
It
yards,
is.
par 70. Saw they start growing the rough up a little bit. I wouldn't say it's long from what I've seen, but it's definitely thick. So you're penalized off the fairway, or missing the fairway. What I've seen, what I think is really around the greens, the new bunkering looks just, very intimidating. Steep faces with the thick rough around it. So even if you hit it into the bank, it might get caught up there. But again, it's a steep face, so you might get trapped there. Talk about approach play. That's going to be huge here this week. You got to be able to hit a green with your irons. And I think also heard a lot of comparisons to Winged Foot back when they hosted U.S. Open about just Bomber's Paradise kind of deal. If you can hit it far here, it gives you a leg up.
And that's, I think when you think key stats, that's what I'm targeting is who are the bombers. But again, it's a major. You got to find these guys that have been there, done that. And you're talking the top probably 25 golfers in the world. And then I'm going to err towards those guys that hit a little further than the others. I think that's going to be advantageous.
And Chuck, you and I were talking about it beforehand at one of these great kiosks here. You kind of try and look for a diamond in the rough, but at the same time, are some of these guys that maybe haven't won on tour or they've won, are they going to be able to go up against the best in the world
and pull
at
it
a
off
course
now?
like this and pull it off now? How do you get yourself to kind of commit to, I know we threw around the name of Seamus Power, right? It's like you look at a long shot just in terms of betting odds, and then you got to go, okay, does he have it in him? How does that work?
Yeah, to win, that's tough. But could he get you top 20, top 25?
Right.
And that's what you're going to need, right? And in order to make some money in DFS, you need those guys in the top 20, 25. I think a guy like a Wyndham Clark who just recently won.
Yep.
So he got that off his back, and he hits it a long ways. That guy, that could be a flyer. It could be a good one.
Anything else that you got kind of in the back pocket there?
You touched on it, LJ, relative to course history. I think with all the changes to the course, I'd throw that out. I would focus tee to green game. Those are the strong players. And then those guys that are hitting it a little further, that distance off tee or the strokes gained off tee is who I'm going to be targeting.
Yeah, how does ownership come into play this week? Because I know, we've got the heavy hitters. You got the Scheffler, the Rahms.
Yep.
McIlroy's up there. What does that look? I know we talk about kind of if everyone's going to take one guy, you kind of pivot and go to another.
Right.
What does that kind of look like in your eyes?
There's definitely going to be some chalk. Chalky players. You think of Sheff. He's right there. I envision him being chalk. Another one is Jason Day. You touched on him.
Yep.
Just coming off a win. He's coming in great form. I see him being real chalky. And then you're going to find some value guys in the sevens that will end up being chalky. There's nothing wrong with having some chalk in your lineup, but then you got to be a little different elsewhere.
Yep.
So what I would do there is maybe at the top, if you instead of going with a Rahm or a Sheff, who are probably going to be the top two owned, take a stab on Rory. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he hasn't been in great recent form, but that's where you got to be a little different. Throw Rory in the mix instead, and hope that he has a great weekend.
Clicks there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. I think there's opportunities again with majors because it's kind of that elevated field. You can find some value down a little ways.
You can.
Not grabbing the
sevens, decent players in there in that 7 range, and then Mark, I haven't looked to see who's over the age of 50 in the 6K range that you love to target. That
Phil's in there.
Phil, yep,
past champion. So I watched a little bit of the Euro Tour last week.
Yeah,
and Thomas Dietrich played well last week.
Yeah, he's been a cut maker.
Yeah, and he's a value guy.
Yep. One thing I just if you're going to do multiple lineups, take a chance. What I would do maybe is I think there's 6 guys that are over 10K. If you're going to do multiple lineups, start your lineups with each of them. Do one lineup with Sheff, then your next one start with Rahm, then your next one do with Rory. That way you're covering. Because honestly, guys, I think somebody in the top 10 in a world golf is going to win this darn thing. So if you can do 10 lineups, hitting one of those guys, chances are you're going to get that guy.
Yeah, I mean, you look at, I think we talked about this too, Chuck. You look at the history of majors, and you look at either first-time winners on the PGA Tour or first-time major winners. How often that happens? I mean, statistically, it just doesn't happen very often. Right. I think Matt Fitzpatrick comes to mind. His first PGA Tour win was the U.S. Open last year, but there again, he won hand over fist on the DP World Tour. So the guy knew how to win. He just hadn't done it on the stateside yet.
That's right.
And so that's where something like that, to your point, I think that top 15
probably
guy
is
going to win.
Going to win it.
Yeah.
As you said, that the guy that jumped out that falls in that same category he's won elsewhere, hasn't won PGA, is Tommy Fleetwood.
Right. Yeah.
I'm taking a flyer on a Fleetwood.
He was up there. What tournament was that? He gave him a run. Was that Heritage or was that
just recent? Yeah.
After the Masters. Yeah. You're right. He played okay at the Masters, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. And then Heritage, he gave it a run, and then it ended up being Fitz and
How
Speed,
did Matthew Wolff get in the field? How is he in the field?
Is he in the field, or does he just have...
He's a live guy?
He's a live guy.
All right.
Yep.
Seems like he's...
Must be in the top.
Drifted off into Nowheresville.
Yeah.
Well, he's doing all right now. He's got the guaranteed money, so maybe he doesn't need to play that much golf.
So how about a guy, that I think he's surprised us all, Koepka.
Yeah.
I mean, is he really back?
Well, and that's where, looking at doing the research, looking at some of the models and the probabilities, he fits a lot of them when he's playing well.
Yep.
Between
he's healthy.
If he's healthy, he hits it a long ways. He's accurate off the tee. The big thing for him is putter, but he showed at the Masters he can make putts.
Yep.
So I think I was quoted as saying the guy can't putt anymore, and then he made everything.
You guys talked me out of him at the Masters.
I know. I feel bad about
that. Oh, my God. He's leading at the third round.
You guys. It was all Mark.
And he still has that arrogance about him where he shows up and he goes, I'm going to beat 90% of these guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
And I think he's probably call him a long shot, but there again, I think we're going to have the same guys that don't play the live guys because they're live guys. You know what I mean? So you're going to find some room there if you find a couple of them that you like.
Yep.
I think Koepka's definitely probably one of the better ones.
Yep.
Cam Smith's got to have his putter on. Every time he shows up in a tournament is when his putter is really, really good. I don't know. I guess, he played well last week at the Live, and Dustin Johnson played well last week as well. So if you go off recent form from the Live guys, it's Cam Smith, DJ, and Brooks, obviously kind of the headliners for Live.
Right.
And so that next tier guy, the guys that haven't won that major, you say it's tough to do. Obviously, it's tough to do. But a guy like Max Homa,
Yep.
a guy like Cam Young,
Sure.
right? I think it's Cam. Yeah, he bombs it, right?
He does, but
He
the
does.
thing is he shaved his beard off, so he's kind of a new man.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Yeah, so we're not sure how that affects his performance.
That's a good point. When did he do it?
Just like recently, I don't know, I just saw a picture where big breaking news: Cam Young shaves his beard.
We got to get eyeballs. If we got to call somebody that's down at the tournament, get eyeballs on him, see if the beard's grown back.
Give Hoagie a call.
Well, do you think it's like a Samson thing from the Bible, where like the longer the beard, the harder he hits the ball?
Could be something like that.
Maybe. Hadn't thought of it that way.
Hey, I just actually talking about Hoagie. I happened to. Tom and
See
had
him
it.
here? Were you
Well,
looking
no,
out
he
there?
wasn't here. He would be
Oh.
playing craps if he was here.
Well,
But
geez,
we
you pointed and you looked out there.
we did text yesterday.
Okay.
really?
I wanted some inside information.
Yes.
On his practice regimen, or how does that work?
It was something on the business side of the game.
Oh.
There's an outfit that group that wanted to contact him about potential partnership,
Oh,
and So, anyways, if I wonder, maybe I should get a percentage of that for Tom.
Yeah.
Finder's
All right.
fee.
A finder's fee.
I agree.
all right.
Okay.
Anyways,
Are we gonna?
So that was it. That was your key. I
didn't get
texted
any-
Tom Hoagie today before.
Yeah, that was kind
That
of.
was it.
Oh.
We text and talk more than people know.
There was I would say very little value to that piece of tidbit.
There was
not at all.
Other than you were just flexing that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I texted Tom
Tom.
Hoagie, 2-time PGA Tour winner.
Yeah, not for information about this tournament, but I could if I wanted. Just
No,
when you were
that's
talking
okay.
about getting eyes on, let's text. I probably could text him and go, hey, that'd be a weird question to text Tom.
That would be weird.
Hey, we're setting lineups.
What's Cam Young look like today?
Cam Young, is he shaven or is he full beard?
Oh, boy. Yeah, he'd appreciate that one. That's for sure.
We're going to make picks or just talk about it?
I wanted to touch on Max Homa is a favorite down there, or over there. I think it's about time between that and
He's a favorite.
What are
not
you
a-
talking about?
Sorry, not a favorite, but as a pick. Guys like him.
By whom?
Max Homa. Just the guys that I see on Twitter.
Oh,
Doing
really?
doing
Max
the
Homa?
tweeter.
Oh.
It's about time.
Okay.
I think he's probably more of a favorite for the U.S. Open because it's West Coast. He's a West Coast boy.
Yeah.
But I
I look
think I like Max Homa.
Guys like Finau. These guys
I
that are
like Finau.
chomping at. I like hungry
Yeah.
guys.
Yep.
They're
I'd love for Finau to get one.
I can get behind that.
Yep.
A Finau major win.
Yep.
I can get behind
Me
that
too.
for sure.
I'm going to place a little bet. Can we? Yeah, we can talk about. So, our admin assistant asked if we could place a wager for her.
Yeah.
She has no idea about golf, but she trusts us. It's like, guys, I trust you.
All right.
Here's $10. Make me some money.
Lee Westwood.
I'm thinking Finau.
I
Finau
don't
for
mind
the win.
I don't mind the pick. I mean, I won't call it a safe pick, but of the guys that could probably do it,
Yeah.
it'd be Tony Finau.
And then she makes some money off of that.
Yep.
Right.
Do we
And
get
you're
a
going to
cut,
make
though?
money. I mean, you could go Scheffler, but then
She ain't
She's
making
gonna-
money.
she's
She's
gonna
going
win
to come here and get
$2.
a burger.
nothing wrong with that. I'm sure they have good burgers.
No,
here.
great burgers, but no, she could stay and play if she wins
Stay
with
and
the
play.
Finau.
There you go.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, let's get into it. So, as the reigning goat of the week, I will go first.
Okay.
I took the heavy favorite, Scotty Scheffler. I think he just needs that putter to click. Inside that 7-foot range, he hasn't been great. He gets a putter to click. Can't touch him. I would say he didn't struggle, but didn't have his best game last week.
Yeah.
And he almost won.
I like
Then
it.
I go into
Wait, last week he was playing against us.
No.
Jason Day. What are you talking about?
The
He was
field
playing
was
against
pretty weak
Jason
last
Day.
week. LJ. So anyway, keep
He was
going.
up there. He's still 20 under.
Okay.
Then I'm going Justin Thomas as a PGA guy.
Mm.
Most of these, my goal for the major is to have these guys make the cut and make a lot of birdies. Do I think most of these
JT.
guys could win? I think Scheffler and JT have a chance.
Okay.
Then I went with Justin Rose. Bent grass greens. He statistically is the best bent grass green putter there is.
Is that right?
Yes. So I like Justin Rose. I think
I like it.
kind of sneaky pick there.
Okay.
And I went the Wyndham Clark route.
Yeah.
Bomber,
Yep.
recent form.
Yep.
I'm hoping he makes a cut there, makes some birdies. Billy Horschel's, that was kind of the one that I floated. He's at 72. I think he has the ability to make some birdies.
Yeah.
Again, he's got to find that putter. That's kind of the big thing for me from Billy. And then I rounded out with Seamus Power at 700 or 7,000.
Okay.
So
anti-live guy.
Yeah, now that I look at that, I didn't think about
lives.
it. But the problem was like some of the bigger live guys were more expensive. So I went 11, 11, 2, 9, 4, and then I just lived in the 7s.
Mm-hmm.
Where, I
Seamus
didn't
being
really
your bottom guy.
bottom at
That's
7.
solid.
So, I guess that one is anti-live. I got to put a couple more lineups
like it.
together, I think. Thank you.
That's pretty solid.
Good luck. Keeping up with those guys. A lot of birdies.
Anytime you start with Chef, you're doing okay.
Yeah. You beat him by a half point, so
You're up
Oh,
next.
I'm next. Okay. I'm going to go with the guy that I really feel's winning this, Xander Schauffele. Xander's going to win this thing.
I really like that, actually.
He's due.
He's
Yeah.
due. Yep. And then I've got a live dude, my next most expensive, DJ. I went Dustin Johnson,
Ooh, what's he at? He's upper 9s, isn't he?
8,800.
Oh, he's 88.
He's cheap.
Oh,
Then I'm going Sam Burns. Burnsy.
bomber.
Yep. Then I'm with you, Wyndham Clark. I like Wyndham Clark.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got the cut maker, and who's coming in really good form, Adam Scott. If you watch the last two.
He's upward, man. He's upward trajectory.
Yep. He's been playing
He's
really
no
well.
spring chicken either.
Nope.
No, but he's like a guy, like, he should have more than, like, a green jacket. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's with that swing.
Yeah.
These guys got the funny putter. Anyway, and then my last guy, this is kind of my stretch, guys, Taylor Moore. I've got in here, and 7,800. Nothing more than I could fit him in. And I'm hoping he doesn't burn me.
He's a cut maker, hopefully.
That's what I'm hoping.
Okay.
Yep. I'm feeling really good about my 5, and then the Taylor Moore is just
hoping he
Taylor.
makes a cut.
Yep.
All right. I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, so a couple of your picks, your DJ pick motivated me to really look hard at what I'm doing here, but I'm going to stick to what I've got.
Oh, boy.
I have 3 guys in my roster that I feel can win this tournament.
I like this.
Scheffler,
Yep.
Finau,
Ooh.
and Young, Cam Young. I
Okay.
have a feeling about Cam Young. He's just
Babyface
Yep.
killer.
even
I like
clean
it, Mark.
shaven.
Yeah.
So then when you go that route, then you got to piecemeal the rest of your team.
I was going to...
Whoops.
Okay, let's jump back into it. So we did have our microphones all died there, but we're back. Mark, you were just telling us about how great your team is. You got 3 guys that can win you.
3 guys that win this tournament.
Yep.
Scheffler,
Yep.
Finau, Cam Young.
Got it. I like
Then
it.
you got to piecemeal it together after that.
Sure.
And I went, a guy proximity to hole, separates himself. Tom Hoagie.
Yeah.
He's back in my squad.
Yep. Okay.
He made
He's
the
been-
cut last week. He played fine.
He made the cut, plus he has, I won't say proven himself in majors, but he's found a comfortable stride in majors. He's
I would agree.
comfortable there.
I would
now.
agree.
I like it.
I put Hoagie on my team,
Yep.
and then I went Sam Ryder. Honestly, he was $6,300, and it just kind of worked out. He's got 3 top 10s. Does he wear the joggers though?
Yeah,
he
he's a
does.
jogger
Yep.
guy.
Ugh, man, okay. And then Joel Damon,
Oh,
He made the field, huh?
6,600. He played
He
well
actually played well last year at the
in
PGA.
And I know it's a
Yeah.
different
Did he?
golf course, but I
Yeah.
do think
I
there's
like
something to it. It could be
I
a
like the
setup
guy.
that he just likes.
Yeah.
So I fully,
and the U.S. Open. He played well at the U.S. Open, too.
I think so.
I like it.
So that's
I'd
my
root for
squad, but
Joel.
I'm going hard with. I got 3 guys that can
Yep.
win, and I got Hoagie.
Well, those are bigger names than I thought you were going to say.
Yeah, I was waiting for Rory Sabatini.
Yeah, to round
He's
it
not
out.
in the
That's
field.
not a bad squad right there.
Okay, thanks for that. Yeah, my pick last week with JJ Killeen, TCU teammates with Andy Doden and Dave. He shot 73-70. He missed the cut,
Okay.
but
All right, well,
I had.
gave it the effort.
Yeah.
College try.
Damn.
so I'm excited. This is going to.
I like
it.
And I'm going to run.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this. This is a week where I'll do because I'll probably be sour on my team after day 1. I'll do dailies.
Yes,
I will.
me too.
Yep, and I'll watch tee times.
Yep.
So that the second round, I'll probably try and focus on guys playing in the morning. but watch the weather. So just one of those where I probably can't get enough action on this one this weekend.
I like it.
It's going to be great. It should be a great week of golf. Again, major championship feel. It's going to be great. Always a good time of year when we get the majors going. Any final thoughts here, gentlemen? Or
Well, my final thought is I could sit here all day and watch these people play these slots out here.
you've been.
I'm in the zone right
now.
here. I'm watching this lady play this ultimate fire link. I don't know how she hasn't won yet.
She matters.
Close to
Always
getting
one
the-
more press.
Getting in the bonus here. I just can't wait to see it.
There we go.
No, I'm pretty thankful to
Yep.
Tina and Dakota Magic having us out
absolutely.
today. This space it's high end.
It's cool.
I
Oh
mean,
my
it's
Yes,
this
is
everything
Vegas.
Yeah,
Right here.
it's
This is Vegas
fantastic.
Sportsbook. Matter of fact, this is nicer than some of the sports books I've been in Vegas.
I would agree.
Yeah,
I really
this
like
is legit. Get down here, Dakota Magic, Dakota Nation Sports Book. Place yourself a couple bets. Watch some sports. It's probably not a bad spot to watch the PGA from.
I imagine,
mean, you can
yeah.
throw in a couple bets and let it ride, and then when you're done, you throw the winnings down on the table, or go play some golf right next door.
Yeah, how about an early tee time? Play golf in the morning, little bite to eat, sit down
Come
and
in
watch
here
the
and watch.
PGA.
That'd be
That's
cool.
a great day.
Absolutely.
Great idea.
Yep.
Great idea. All right, that's going to do it for us from our first trip on the road at Dakota Magic Casino, just outside of Hankinson. Thanks so much again, Tina Williams and her crew for getting us in here. And best of luck to you all listening. We'll see you next time.